Are you preparing for IELTS and need help with the reading section? Then you have to watch this video. I've selected a passage from Cambridge IELTS 18 General Training, Test 1. This is section 2 of the test. And I'm going to show you how to do the reading tasks. There are 2 passages, of course, as you know, with about 13 questions or so. Yeah. We're gonna do it step by step together. So stay with me. Well, we have the passage here and the questions on the right. Well, some people might think they should go to the questions, but going straight to the questions can be a mistake because you have nothing to, you have no background information about this. You don't know anything about the subject matter. So it's really risky to look at the questions and blindly going back to the passage. So it's best to take a look at the title, if available, like in this case, we have mechanical lifting equipment, and read a few lines from the passage. This is called a quick skimming stage, where we read the introduction completely if it's really short, like in this case. And if there are any subcategories here, we can look at them. We don't have any subcategories here in this case, but we have the first sentence of each paragraph. So let's do it together. I haven't seen the questions yet because, well, why should I? So mechanical lifting equipment, if some simple precautions are taken, lifting equipment that is essential for construction and engineering projects can be used safely. Okay, it's about construction, and so I could pick up a marker or a pen like that. It's about construction and equipment. It seems like it's about the safety of these things. Remember, in part 2, in section 2 of the reading test in IELTS General Training, you're given a passage about work. Section 1 is about life, section 2 is about work, and section 3 is about education. So this is about work conditions. Forklift trucks, lifting trolleys, mobile and fixed cranes, and all their parts are classed as lifting equipment. Okay, so it's all about lifting equipment and what should be done to operate them safely. All equipment used for lifting heavy loads should be properly constructed. It's about the construction. For operations that use cranes, a formal lift plan must be prepared. So it's about cranes and a plan. When heavy loads are being moved around, heavy loads, moving them, it is very unusual for machinery such as a crane to fail. However, it is, okay, because of the word however, I need to go on. It is all too easy to ignore the importance of the secondary equipment. Okay, secondary equipment, that's it. It shouldn't take you more than 20 seconds or so, because in general training IELTS, the passage is already short, especially parts 1 and 2, not 3. And now we're gonna move on to the next step, which is looking at the questions. As you can see, there are categories here: lifting equipment, lift plans, preventing accidents with heavy loads, and secondary lifting equipment. So you see secondary, heavy loads, moving, heavy loads, lift plans, lift plan, and lifting equipment. This is, so this is each set of questions come from one area in the text. It says complete the notes below. Okay, no more than 2 words allowed. Fine. Let's do it real quick together. So remember, for section 2, you have, for each section you have roughly 20 minutes, but in the general training version of IELTS, you'd better spend less than 20 minutes on parts 1 and 2, sections 1 and 2. Preferably 17 minutes on part 1, 18 minutes on part 2, and you'll have 25 minutes for part 3. So let me just increase the size. Okay, so lifting equipment no more than 2 words. This is really key. If you write more than 2 words, your answer will be crossed out and considered a mistake. Yes, so 2 words allowed. Must be manufactured well. If, for example, have a blah blah on it. There should something, okay, manufacture. Look, manufacture, constructed. So it's from this paragraph. For example, equipment bearing a CE mark has been constructed to international standards. So that is, they need to have a mark. For example, e.g. means for example. Therefore, the answer is CE mark. Okay. So may need to undergo something before use. Okay, they should undergo something. What should be done to them before use? I'm looking for the words before use or something similar. Prior to using the equipment. So need to undergo what? Tests, right? Have it conducted instructions for tests. So simply tests would be the answer. Undergo tests before use. Prior to means before. May need a regular check by an who should, okay, by and what? But we have a person here probably, and this person has to start with a, I mean, the name has to start with a capital vowel sound. Certain types of machinery must be inspected, so regular check by a qualified engineer. Okay, the answer could be two words, qualified engineer, but would it be okay? Would it be okay if I wrote qualified engineer? Well, no. Notice the article an, so it has to be starting with a vowel like this, like e here in this case. Now, are they always in passage order? Not necessarily. Not certain question types are guaranteed to be in passage order. I'll show you what they are. But in this case, notes not necessarily. But you know what? There's no reason why they should mess with the order anyway. So these are about lifting equipment. The equipment is discussed here. Lift plans are discussed here. So they are in that area anyway, even if they are not in the same order. I mean, in the same order as the passage. So do I need this? Not really. Let's go to the next. Used to establish. Okay, lift plans are used to establish and carry out blah blah for any risks. Risks. Carry out means do. Do what for any risks? Are are a type of risk assessment. So, shall we say assessments? Whereby the possible dangers of the operation are carefully calculated and control measures are identified and put in place. Establish, put in place. Yeah. So carry out. It's either assessment or control measures, but because of the words put in place and establish, I would choose control measures, right? Let me write the words carefully. Measures. Yeah, make sure you spell the words correctly when you're copying from the questions. Sorry, from the text. Okay, good. 19. A blah blah can be consulted during a toolbox. So toolbox talk, TBT. A blah blah can be consulted. So we need to consult somebody or something. It often referred to, this is an important opportunity for them to ask questions about their, okay, who? Before the plan should be talked over with lifting crew. So talked over with means consulted. Therefore, the answer is lifting crew. Crew means the people, it's the staff. So a lifting crew can be consulted. Yeah. Two words only. Yes. Okay. Use objects such as, so examples of objects to, this is about preventing accidents with heavy loads. So okay, prevent accidents. Firstly, if a load means the area must have barriers or other means to ensure no one is so barrier is an example of the means to ensure no one is allowed to walk under there. So such as barriers. 21. Still in this paragraph, right? Yeah, it's about heavy loads, still in this paragraph. Appoint a, okay, appoint somebody. to give verbal directions to the crane driver. Who should give verbal directions? Verbal directions. Secondly, someone called a banksman. This is a person. Should always be used when moving heavy loads by crane. As a crane driver often cannot see the load, especially, okay. This person tells him or her which way to move it. So that's it, to give verbal directions. What's the word again? Banksman? It doesn't matter what it means. That's the person anyway. A banksman. Now, secondary lifting equipment, that's here. Chains, links, more likely to cause what? More likely to cause what? Okay, are all examples of singular? Okay, and perhaps surprising to know that most injuries occur due to the faults or weaknesses in these items. Oh, so they cause injuries. Can we say injuries? Yeah, I think that's the option. Look, that again. Okay, injuries occur due to these. So then they cause injuries. Okay, lovely. So let's rush to the next part. There's another passage and some questions that follow. Okay, this is still about work. Like I said before at the beginning of the video, dealing with customer complaints about working conditions and instructions on how to perform your duties. Do I know anything about the content? No. Let's look at okay, so customer complaints, about customers. When a customer complains, it's usually for a good reason. Here are some strategies that will help you handle a customer complaint in a smooth and professional manner. Okay, that's it. I mean, this paragraph is pretty much all I need. It's about how to behave when a customer complains about something. The different aspects here. I could go on and read the first sentence of each paragraph. Let's just quickly do that then. When a customer presents you with a complaint, keep it, where is it, marker? Keep in mind that the issue is not personal. Okay, not personal. Let a customer say what they need to do. Okay, let them say. When the customer has calmed down and feels you have heard them, just start asking questions. Okay, take charge of the situation. Okay, take charge. You are in charge anyway. Okay, fine. Now, one word only. It's important to note that. One word only. And we've got the box again. Okay, so strategies for the know. Stay calm. Where was that? It's personal. It's not, sorry, it's not personal. So stay calm. This is about that. Remember, do not try to, okay, try not to do what? Do you remember, it's not, okay, it's not a direct attack on you. It's not personal, okay? Do not try to do the argument. Try to do what to the argument? Aiming to win the confrontation and accomplishes nothing. So try not to win. The aim is not to win the argument. Usually, the customer usually had blah blah that were not fulfilled. Expectations did not meet the. Okay, fulfill means meet. So did not meet their expectations means they did not meet their. Did not yeah, meet and fulfill are the same. So they did not fulfill their expectations. So expectations would be the answer. Listen well. Okay, here's okay. Let them talk. Okay, fine. Use short phrases. Okay, cannot recognize a blah blah until calm. Then be quiet as the customer expresses their noises. Not reacting, he or she will begin to relax. Okay. Needs to do this before being able to hear your question, your solution. Cannot recognize a solution until calm. Right? Can we say solution? The customer needs to do it before being able to hear your solution. Yeah. Cannot recognize, cannot hear the solution until they're calm. So solution it is. Ask questions. Okay, we don't care that. Okay, we don't care about that. Okay, let's suggest action. Be sure of your company's blah blah on complaints. I don't know. It sounds like policy. This is just suggest action. Take charge of situation. Companies what? Policy of the business. Yeah, I guessed correctly. So 26 is policy. Is that so? The policy of the business you work for, so be sure of your company's policy on complaints, and may well make a verbal blah blah in the future. Verbal what? Word of mouth means verbal. Recommendation is, yeah, to others. Well, this could result in a, yes, exactly. A simple gesture like this could result in a word of mouth recommendation to others, while making a promise you cannot commit to will only set you back. So may well make a verbal recommendation. Okay, let's make sure that we haven't written more than one word in each case. One word, one word, one word. Perfect. That's it. That's questions 15 to 27 from Cambridge 18 General Training, Test 1, Section 1. Now, let me know if you have any questions in the comments section below. And if you're preparing for IELTS, don't forget to subscribe. We have regular videos about the reading and other modules of the test. And you can ask us, English teachers and IELTS experts, any questions you may have, not only about this video, but also about anything IELTS related, in the comments section below. Good luck and see you soon in the next one.